just a quick one, wanted to share, and sorry for the mess in advance, but I've bought myself some more LED strips. These are not CRI rated, so they're supposed to be crap, and if you compare them to a 95 CRI, an expensive one, this one is thicker, the LED strip itself is thicker, and it's more rigid. This really feels much flimsier. But, and the reason for this video, these are the 95 CRIs, these are bicolors, and they're nice, really nice. But, now I'll grab the cheap one. Sorry, I'm doing it one-handed. Just a second. So, this is the 5600K, and these are the crappy Chinese one, and they look exactly the same, but brighter, much brighter, and also they are packed more densely on the strip, so obviously that impacts the brightness. So for me, the 5600K, the cheap one, is exactly the same as the 95 CRI, but it's brighter. And let's change my octagon to the warm white. This is the 4200K. And sorry, I'm doing it one-handed. This is the 95 CRI. And these are the crappy Chinesium. And wait a minute, I try to focus. Sorry for that. The 95 CRI are a bit warmer and a bit more pleasant to the eye, and also the cheap Chinesium crappy ones have just a tiny amount of magenta hue to them, which my phone is auto-correcting for that. The bastard wanted to show you the magenta, for fuck's sakes. Oh, and it's getting warm. It's burning my pants. So, we've got cheap Chinesium versus expensive Chinesium. And as I said, this looks better construction. This looks flimsy as... Ooh, it's warm. This looks crap. But this is much brighter. Much brighter. And that's how much the crap-tastic ones cost. And for 5-meter roll. And this is the expensive one. The 90... sorry, I'll turn off my octagon. You can see my screen better. So these are the expensive ones. The 95 CRI. You can see the rating here. Blah, blah, blah. 95 CRI. Whatever. And these are the crappy ones. And I'll show you the whole screen. This is the this is the seller, which I can't pronounce his name. But I'm really happy with these LEDs. Apart from the fact that the 4200K is not exactly, it looks somewhat like 44,000 Kelvin. It doesn't look as warm as the 95 CRI ones. And again, with the issue that it got with the tiny bit of, just tiny bit of magenta hue to it. But the 56,000 Kelvin are perfect. They're just the same as the 95 CRI ones. And they're brighter. And they're a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. So these are the CRI ones, the expensive ones that, for fuck's sakes, it's just 5 meters. And this is 5 meters of the cheap ones. I'm really happy with these LEDs. Really happy with them. So, highly recommended. Again, this is the name of the seller, which I can't pronounce. And this is the listing. And if you're looking for LED strips for photography, highly recommended. Extremely recommended. And even the problem that I've got with the 42,000 Kelvin, I really don't think that it's anything that can't be fixed in post, even on Canons. It's just, you can barely see it. It's more visible when you look at it from the side. If you sort of look at the LED beads at that angle from the side, then you can sort of see a magenta hue, which on the 95 CRIs obviously you don't. The 95 CRIs are perfect, but for the money, I say it's worth it, and it's good enough for photography, I think. Let's just show you the 56,000 is perfect. If you want to go for them, there's no reason why not to. They're cheap and they're perfect. And as for the 42,000, let me just grab something white for a second. Not know how much you can see from my phone, but this is the 42,000, the cheap one. And to my eyes, they're beautiful. They look perfect. Not as perfect as the 95 CRI ones, but good enough, I think. So highly recommended if you're looking for LED strips for photography lighting. Again, this is the listing. This is the name of the seller. Highly recommended, and I hope to show you them soon in the other octagon. I'll leave the 95 CRIs in this one, and I'll stick the cheap ones in the other octagon, and then I'll make a comparison octagon by side by two octagons side by side, the cheap one and the crappy one. And the crappy one is a lot brighter, and it's burning my leg. So yeah, that's it. Bye bye.